Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to show you how to change the lock actuator in the driver's side of a 2016 Toyota Highlander. And some of these videos are terribly long, and so this one's going to be an attempt at a very concise one. This is the door actuator. This is the old one, okay? You see those three screws right there, or Torx heads? They match up with those three right there. Now I've already slipped the new one in there. And let's see if we can't speed this up a bit. You're going to be faced with a door panel that is in place. What you want to do is have these tools available for your job. A T30 Torx bit, a 10mm, a plastic pop-off set. You can get these at Harbor Freight or somewhere else, even cheaper on Amazon. Alright, so there's not much holding the door on itself, a bunch of clips and 3 screws. These 3 screws are holding the door on. The 3 screws are in these areas right here. The small one is right here. This bigger one, the small one is right there. The bigger one is right there. And then that other bigger one goes right there. How do you pop the stuff off? To get to those, use your plastic kit and these items will come out. So here's 3 items that came off. This corner piece up in your car. Now you can pop that off with any plastic removal kit. Just put it around the edge and pop it off. This will come off. Just pop it off. There'll be 2 plugs under there. You'll pinch those and pull them out. Pinch them and pull them out. Don't break them. That one right there, you can pop that off with a plastic tool from your Harbor Freight kit or wherever and take it off. So there's 1 screw there, there's 1 screw there, and the 1 screw in there. There's no screw up there, but you have to pull off this triangle piece just to get the door to slide up. Now after you do that, what you want to do is you want to take this other piece and go around your door while it's still on and pry. Now when you get down to this part right here, be very careful. Pry this off right here from here so you'll have enough room in here. And then once you pry the rest of this off, slip your door panel up and then lay it down in your lap and take this off. Otherwise you'll end up risking breaking it. Once you've done that, you'll have this piece that's just hanging here, and you can take these off fairly easily. They just pop out. That ball catch pops out and that ball catch pops out. So then you'll want to take out these T30 bolts. Take those out. Back them off. Take this out. It's a 10mm. That's because there's an adjustable arm that's down in here. I think it's part of the window mechanism, and you want to make sure that you move it out of the way. Otherwise you can't drop this out. And then this wire clip here, you want to pinch it and pull it out. As I said, I've already got the new one in there, laying in there. Now there's 2 important things. Now when you put this back in, there's a metal rod back in there, and that metal rod needs to slip into that hole right there. A lot of videos leave out this next step. There's another metal rod that goes into there. Make sure you get both of those in there when you put it back in, and then you tighten that back up. See if we can see those metal rods in there. You can see that one metal rod right there. That one's the one that slips into that white hole, and then the one that's a cross hole, there is another shaft that's right up in there that slips into that cross hole. Make sure that you get it into this, and what I'm calling a cross hole is this piece right here. A lot of videos leave that out. This cover right here will pull off. You can fish those through pretty easily. You remember when this goes back together, the white one was on top and then the green one's down here on the bottom. And you can put this back into place when you're done. Here's why the lock actuator goes bad. I wanted to confirm this. So here's the old lock actuator, and I was able to cut this out with a soldering iron. Just heat it up to a high temperature and follow a line around. You want to do it around, I didn't cut out quite enough. You want to do it around this area right here. I just guessed it where it was, and sure enough, that's where it was. The motor is in here. This motor is the culprit, and I was able to confirm that in this way. Look, you can replace this motor. If you look, see there's two slots right there, and it fits into those two blades right there. So I was just able to lift it out once I had the right plastic area cut out. I was able to confirm that it was this motor by applying 12 volts DC to it from this adapter. And I kept hitting it, and it would spin, and I just kept hitting it, and it would spin. And eventually it stopped and would lock up, which tells me there's probably like a dead spot in this motor, or for some reason it's locking up. So you can buy just this motor, and I don't know if you can see the part number in here plainly enough to buy it. There you go. All right, if you want to try to track down what that motor is or a replacement to it, you can buy just this motor. If you want to not buy the entire lock actuator, the challenge is going to be opening up your lock actuator in the right place, because a lot of this is, I don't know how you get into it other than the way I did, and lifting this motor out and then replacing it, and you'll see that there's a slot in that shaft right there, and you want to make sure you get the right motor shaft, and putting it back in, and that should fix your lock actuator for a few dollars versus $89, or if you get the part from Toyota, I'm sure this is a $200 part plus labor and stuff. Anyway, hopefully you benefit from this. Of course, I didn't, because I bought a new one, but I was able to get my lock actuator for, I don't know, $68 for Amazon warehouse deal. If you do this technique that I did to get it out, you want to carefully try to study where to cut into this. Here's your close-up. Cut into this area right here, or melt into it, and do it very slowly and carefully, and I kept picking up on it, and then I pried it open. And you can weld plastic back together, so there's a good chance you can put this back together if you keep the pieces and weld it back with the soldering iron. And what you want to do is place it and then go around it and just keep zigzagging and melting it in place. And I believe you could fix this. It might not look great, but who cares? It's inside your door. So that's a very quick video of how to change out the lock actuator on the driver's side of a 2016 Highlander. I think it's 2015 through 19 that are all the same. Good luck, and thanks for watching my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to Swimming in the Deep.